You say you're tired, but it's not just your body, it's your soul. You wake up every day with this weight you can't explain. You sleep 8 hours. You drink your coffee. You go through the motions, but something inside you still feels drained, empty. And here's the truth you might not want to hear. You're not tired. You're just living without purpose. That's what exhaustion really looks like. When your actions don't align with what you value. When your days feel like noise, not music. When you stop living and start existing. Let's talk about it. Because you didn't get here overnight, and you won't get out of it without understanding how you got stuck in the first place. You were born full of fire, curious, creative, hungry to explore the world. But somewhere along the way, that fire got dimmed. By expectations, by fear, by distraction, by people who told you to be realistic. You started trading what you love for what you thought would keep you safe. And now? You've built a life around avoiding risk instead of chasing meaning. You're busy but not fulfilled. You're achieving but not aligned. You're surrounded by noise but starved for depth. That's why you're tired. Purpose is fuel. When you have it, you can go days without needing rest. You can work harder and feel lighter because your actions mean something. Without it, everything feels heavy. Everything feels forced. It's like driving a car with no destination. Eventually, you'll burn out, no matter how fast you go. So here's the question. What are you waking up for? Not your job, not your bills, not your next weekend escape, but you, the real you, the version of you that wants to create, build, explore, contribute, the one buried under routines and expectations and survival. That version is still alive. It's just waiting for permission, waiting for you to pause the noise long enough to listen. But let's be honest, listening is hard, because when you stop, you feel the emptiness, the ache, the guilt, the fear that maybe you've wasted too much time. But here's what you need to understand. You haven't wasted time. You've been collecting pain, and pain becomes purpose when you use it. So let's start right there. What's your pain? What's been breaking you quietly behind the scenes? What do you cry about when no one's watching? What do you think about when the world goes quiet? That's your starting point, because pain points to what matters. You care about what you hurt over. You care about what you've lost. You care about what you never got. Use that. Purpose isn't always pretty. It doesn't always come wrapped in passion and glitter. Sometimes it comes as a quiet whisper, a deep restlessness, a knowing that you were meant for more. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to follow the tug. That small pull that says, this isn't it. That itch that says, there's something else. You don't need clarity. You need movement, because clarity comes from action, not overthinking. You say you're tired, but how much of your energy is spent pleasing people, doing what's expected of you, chasing things you don't care about? That's not rest. That's resistance. And resistance will exhaust you faster than any workload. So stop blaming the hours. Blame the emptiness. Because when you're lit up from the inside, you don't count hours. You count impact. You count alignment. Purpose doesn't have to be a job. It doesn't have to be a title. It can be showing up fully, creating things that matter, loving with your whole heart, serving others, building something real. Whatever it is, it gives your life meaning. And meaning is what wakes you up. Not your alarm clock, not your caffeine. So if you've been dragging through life, ask yourself, when was the last time I did something that made me feel alive? When was the last time I lost track of time? When was the last time I felt proud without external approval? If it's been a while, that's your signal, not to panic, but to start. Start small, write, move, reach out, learn, building serve, reflect. Start doing things that mean something to you. Not for likes, not for validation, not because someone told you it's productive, but because your soul is starving for it. You've been chasing rest, but rest without meaning is just escape, and escape is temporary. You'll wake up tomorrow with the same ache. Don't numb it, answer it. The only thing worse than being tired is waking up every day to a life that drains you. And here's the hard part. No one's going to fix it for you. Not your boss, not your parents, not your partner, not the next vacation. It's on you to make space, to ask the hard questions, to reconnect with what actually matters. So if you're tired, really tired, try this. Turn off the noise, put the phone down, sit in silence and listen. What's calling you back to life? What's begging to be created, said, written, built, changed, healed? That's your work, not your job, your work. And when you do that, even just a little, the exhaustion starts to lift. You'll still get tired, but it'll be the good kind, the kind that comes from building something real. So no, you're not weak, you're not broken, you're just disconnected. And the way back is through intention, through presence, through aligning your life with what you actually value. Because when you live on autopilot, everything feels meaningless. And when things feel meaningless, everything feels heavy. You weren't made for autopilot. You were made to create, contribute, and grow. You were made for more than surviving the week. You were made for impact, but you've got to reclaim it. And you start by asking, what makes me feel fully alive? Then follow that, relentlessly, not perfectly, but consistently. Build a life around what fuels you, not just what pays you. Create space, protect it, and do the hard, slow, beautiful work of building a life with purpose. That's how you heal the tired. That's how you wake up excited again. That's how you turn the volume down on the world and turn the light back on inside yourself. You're not tired. You're just waiting for your life to mean something again. And it can, if you start now.